All right, today I'm going to convert this back tire to tubeless on this TREK Marlin 7. I did the front tire last night. But I'm going to do it a little different than most videos I see. Get my stuff here. I'm going to do it with a regular. This is just a cheap inflator from Harbor Freight, actually, just for a car. To do Schrader valves, not Presta. Of course, you know these have Presta on them. I'm going to be using Stan's tubeless sealant, some muck off Presta tubeless valves. I picked these up local, all this stuff local. And then the thing that I'm going to do a little different, I'm going to use this little guy right here, and I'll explain to you what it is. I'm going to do this without anything for Presta. As some of you know, you got to have a lot of pressure at one time to seat the bead on these. And I don't have an adapter or a compressor for Presta valves. So I'm going to get this taken apart, get this tire off, and kind of put back together. I'll show you how I put my valves in and all that stuff, but I won't bore you with the details like taking out the tube and that. But I'll go ahead and get that taken apart, and I'll start showing you what we're going to do here. Real quick, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. This bike came tubeless ready. It didn't come tubeless, set up tubeless, but it's tubeless ready. These are tubeless ready rims, so they're already taped. So I don't have to do that. So if you're looking for a video of somebody taping rims, then this is probably not for you. And the wheels are tubeless ready. So it's a pretty simple install. And I just wanted to show you how I do it with some different tools than maybe what the bike shop or what other videos show you. Okay, I'm back. So inner tube's out. I installed my muck off valve cores, tubeless valve cores. You can see there's some spots here where it's not quite, the bead's not set all the way. And I'm gonna show you, this is this is just a cheap one from Harbor Freight inflator. Air comes out whether you're locked on it or not. This one actually will snap on a thing. It's really pretty handy. But the valve core is out. So what I need to do, I need to push a bunch of air in fast to hopefully seat that bead. So I'll put that up there like this. Obviously we're losing a lot of air, you know, around it because there's just metal on metal. It's not a tight fit, but you can see, well, you probably can't see, but the bead is set. It was holding air. That works pretty well. I'll show you another way that works probably a little bit better, but maybe not everyone has one of these. This is just a blowgun, and it actually has a rubber tip on it. That rubber tip goes in that valve core, creates a pretty tight fit, and this actually works pretty good, better than the other, but I'm going to show you both ways. So that immediately set the bead, which was already set, but it would have set it better. Holding air. So those two things, we got the bead set now all the way around. I mean, there's still a gap, but it's up on the edge. So I'm going to put my sealant in real quick. And what I do is I put, not what I do, what I'm doing. This is the first bike I've ever had that I set up tubeless. So I've got my stands here, and traditionally I think people use one per tire. I was told by a guy, whether it's right or not, I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but he said use 1.5 per on your initial setup. So I'm probably wasting a couple dollars worth of sealant by doing this, but make sure you shake your sealant up really good to get all that stuff broken loose that's down in there. Tried shaking these up quite a bit beforehand. Get that all put in there. Like I said, I used half of this bottle last night when I did that front tire. And then I'll use the other half here. Just squeeze it in there. I'd read that Stan's was one of the better ones. I don't know, you guys might have different opinions. You probably know more than I do. If you have a favorite that you think's better, shoot it down in the comment. Let me know. And maybe I'll try it on my next bike. So I'm going to put my valve core back in. And these muck-offs come with one of the caps is a valve core remover. That's kind of handy, I guess. Tighten it up here a little bit just to, I want to tighten it too tight. I have a tendency to break things. Open that back up. And then now my next thing I'm going to do is this little guy right here. Like I said, these are Presta valves. I have, of course, a hand pump that's Presta. But to force a lot of air in quick, to set the bead, we already saw how that worked. But then I could probably use my hand pump now because it's set. But I'm going to show you this little guy. I'm going to have to come around here and I'll have to look from behind here so I can see. I'm using my phone. So all this is a Presta to Schrader adapter. I bought this, I don't know, it got a 2-pack at Walmart for $1.97 or something. I carry these on my touring bike, which if you want to watch a video on it, it's a TREK FX3 that I converted into my little touring rig. And this screws right on top. And by doing that, you can use just a regular old pump. And I have that, like, if I'm broken down on the side of the road, when you do these too with you, when you have sealant in them, turn your wheel to the side, maybe down just a hair. That way you don't blow stuff back up in it. But and you don't want it flipped up. But the same when you check your air pressure, if you have sealant in it, don't check it straight down at the bottom or straight up. Check it like this at a little bit of an angle. That way you don't get sealant in your valve. But I always thought if I was on a ride somewhere and I got a flat tire and maybe my hand pump wasn't working and somebody stopped to help me, which happens. People are pretty friendly most of the time, and maybe they got a compressor in their car. Well, it won't work with my Presta valves, so I got the little Presta to Schrader adapter. I keep it in my bag underneath my seat, or I keep some change and extra tube and tire levers and all that stuff, and I keep this in the same bag with my change so that I always have it. And if I need help or I'm at a Casey's or something and I need to air up my tire, I can use their pump. So for a couple bucks, I think it'd be worth it. So that just goes on there. Max pressure on these tires is 50 PSI. My compressor will probably kick on and be loud here in a second, but there you heard the bead pop. I'm at 25. And I'm going to take it up to 50. You can hear it popping it's seating into place where it's supposed to be. So there's 50. So I take that off. Now, I'm going to go ahead and remove this. I'm going to tighten my stem back down. And another thing you want to do once you do this, of course I got it up in a stand. If you have it flipped upside down, leave it flipped upside down. But spin it. Which I could just pedal this one, but by spinning it like that, it gets that sealant all around the tire. And then I don't know, leave it up for a little while, but every once in a while just come and give it a little flip. Get some sealant moving around inside that tire. That's why I like to take it up to right around the max pressure just to have more force on it. Get this thing sealed up. And that's it. It's pretty simple. The one last night I had no leakage at all. Hopefully today it'll be the same. I know sometimes you'll get a little seepage around the bead, but I haven't had any issues with the front one yet. So that's a good thing. But that's all it is. So hopefully this helps somebody out. She's all ready to go tubeless. So if this helped you out, give me a like and a subscribe if you would. If not, that's fine too. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Appreciate you watching, and hopefully this helped you. Comment if you got a better way to do it. Usually people do have better ways than my way, but this is my low budget, do it in my barn kind of way without all the tools. So appreciate it, and thanks for watching.